Good evening. I guess we can start. Roll call. I think everybody knows everybody except for this guy at the end. Paul.
Hi. I'm Paul Lattimore, the manager of Program Recreation and Culture now. It's a recent promotion, so that's why I'm still getting used to it.
Municipal hierarchy. Let's just throw somebody else in there that we. Okay, never mind. Can I get approval of the agenda, please?
I move.
Dave? I don't know if they're watching.
We're listening. Dave?
Dave?
And the seconder?
Ashley? And they're all in favor. Well, if you move, she seconds, and she just has to go like this. That's all in favor. Okay, so we've done that. Does anybody have any declaration of pecuniary issue, interests, conflict of interest, anything like that? Nope, none. Approval of the minutes from the meeting of June 24th. I'm not going to read them. Has anybody got any questions on them? Anything we should note? And can I have a motion? Why don't we just start? We'll just go down and vote. You know.
Who was the mover? All motion?
I gotta remember the name.
Ashley?
Ashley. We'll tell Ella's second it, and then Dave's all in favor.
Ella is seconder?
It's probably just a joke.
We have a seconder. There we go. See? It's not a joke. I did. All in favor. Dave did. We only, once you get a mover and a seconder, they're already in favor. So, the majority rules. Where am I next? Reports. Michelle, curator report.
All right. So the curator report. So, I mean, you all met Paul just a second ago. Like he said, there's some restructuring, so we do have a new manager. All right, I'll take you through the report. So the exhibit, we closed the Art of Printing on August 16th. We had nearly 10,000 visitors through for that exhibit, which was a really great turnout, and we had a lot of extra programming with the exhibit and school groups that came. So I'd say that exhibit was a really wonderful success, and now we have the printing press that is in operation. We currently have our public art show, which is on until this Saturday, so if you haven't seen it, I would encourage you to check it out. And again, it's been doing very well. I realized I left off the list the exhibit that's coming in next week when we start the changeover, and it's called In the Chair, Haircuts and Toothaches. And it is the combination of dentistry and barbers and salons, because they used to have a shared history, not necessarily in Strathroy, but back in the day, you used to go to your barber and get a tooth pulled. So that's how we're connecting the two. So one side will be on the dentistry, and one side will be on the salons and barbers, and we're getting some really cool artifacts on loans from other museums in the area as well. So we're really excited about that one. And the tentative opening date for that is the Thursday before Thanksgiving, which is the 10th, I believe. Another thing I didn't put on this list, because I literally just got it today, but I thought I would just mention it. We've been contacted by Western University, and they have a program where they actually have 10 artifacts that relate to the community, and they've put together an exhibit for us for Remembrance Day. We're actually going to get the artifacts on loan, but their students have come up with text panels surrounding them. They literally just sent, like I said, I got them all today, been going through them, and we'll put up a display, and once we have the artifacts, and we've even been talking about having them come to do a little presentation on it. So that's really exciting as well. A lot of things happened today, so one other thing I will mention for today, So we have booked in a traveling exhibit for next year. It's called Soil Superheroes. It's very cute. We're really excited about this one. However, I did get the notification today that the grant that we were applying for to bring this in, unfortunately, we will not be getting it, meaning that we will be looking for sponsors. I will send you guys out the information about the exhibit, but it's very agricultural based, soil superheroes. So we will be looking for sponsors, and if anybody also has any connections that would like to reach out on our behalf, that would be wonderful. And like I said, I will send out all the information to you guys after the meeting. So 2 updates that didn't make it into the report because they happened today. But other than that, collections management, as you guys can see, Crystal's not here today, but she wanted me to highlight that, of course, the shelving came in for the storage, collection storage facility, and we have, you can see here, it's 252 square feet of shelving and 60 square feet of hanging capacity. So we're got a lot of space now to fill with a lot of the things that we have that were stored kind of just in bays. So we're really excited to be able to kind of put everything in a new home, and eventually, once it's all cleaned up, we would love to even open it up for behind the scenes tours, which is a next year goal, but we're really excited about that. Seasonal staff, I'm just gonna highlight, so because we have 2 out of the 3 that are no longer with us because they've gone on to bigger and better things. Jacinta, she was a co-op from the high school, and she's gone on to be doing her degree at college at Fanshawe, so she's even been in contact with us. She's doing really well, but she was able to help us with our camp programs and develop a new murder mystery party, which will be hopefully scheduled for November at this point. Dina also was our intern from the Fleming College program. She finished her placement in mid-August, and she was really instrumental in helping with the shelving and preparing of the collections. So we, again, wish her the best, and we thank her for all of the work, amazing work that she did. She and Jacinta actually both even were able to do a small YouTube video on the history of immigration in Strathroy, and I will be putting that up along with some other behind-the-scenes videos coming this fall, so keep an eye out for that. Brianna is our museum assistant. She did complete our wonderful camps, which were a big success. You can see the numbers actually in the programming section of the report, but she is still with us. She's on a part-time, a couple days a week basis, and she is developing some PA Day programs as well as some school kits that could be rented out to classrooms. She does have a teaching background, so we're really using that. And she's actually coming with me on Thursday. We're doing a school presentation at North Meadows, so she's excited for that too. So she's still around until mid-November. Research-wise, so we've of course had a number of requests come in, but the really cool one, so one came in from Europe where people were looking for information relating to a farm internship that they did in the 70s and 80s, and they wanted to reconnect with the local families. We just found out they're actually coming and meeting with the family later this month, so that's a really wonderful story and connection that we were able to help facilitate. And then events, you can see there's a camp. Summers always tend to be a little busy with all of our wonderful programs. So I'm happy to answer any questions if anyone has any more about those. I just want to highlight some upcoming ones. So the chess club has started again. September 15th was our first one, and we had a really good turnout. We will be open for single day registrations as well as the memberships. But we're really excited. We have a lot of returning people for that one. Also the other one I wanted to highlight, so the poppy attaching, I'm sure you guys know we still have lots of poppies to attach. So we're having 3 concentrated days at the Caradoc Community Center like last year. The first being at the Meet Strathroy-Caradoc event, where we'll be set up in one of the rooms. So people can come as part of that event and help attach. And then we'll also have 2 other days, which will both be from 9 till 5. So spread the word. The poppies will go up on the 1st, weather permitting, and then stay up until Remembrance Day and come down the next day again, weather permitting. The other event I want to highlight on here, it's a new event for us and we're getting excited. And I will be sending you out all invitations once it's finalized, but on November 2nd, we will be hosting a World War I regiment-style dinner fundraising event. We have a guest speaker coming from England, Andy Robertshaw, and he will be also doing a talk at the event. I've been working with a couple local people to help us get organized, and we are working on the catering. So it'll be a dinner that will have displays on World War I, as well as, of course, the talk. We'll have an MC for the evening, and once we have everything sorted, including the price of the tickets, I'll be sending out all of that information. So new event for us, we're excited, and I hope it's gonna be fun. So yeah, happy to answer any questions on anything in the report. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, that was what I was laughing at. You asked any questions, the two of them start looking down like this, turn their head away from you. We need a motion to accept Michelle's report. Ashley, Dave, all in favor? Collections report.
For the collections report, Crystal normally does do these, but again, she's not here. So I know Dave, Ashley, and Melanie were all at the meeting, so they had all gone through everything. I'm here to answer any questions that I can, but other than that, that's all I really got on that one.
That's it? No, she's not here. I was gonna thank her for, we had Eastern Star, we had a 100th anniversary this year. When I asked the collections for stuff, there's not much down there. But we apparently had 2 photo albums of everything that went up to about 25 years ago, I think, is when they fell apart. They stopped. Took them back to the thing, started to pack them away and go, wait a minute, I know where we can take these. So Crystal has got them all scanned in for us. She's going to sort them all out and then give us a digital copy and give us the copies back. So whenever something does come along, they probably won't show up at a collections meeting saying, do you guys want these? Because it's already all in the system. So thank her for it.
Well,
We will. I'll do it when I come to pick the stuff up.
yeah.
So we need a motion.
Don't hit your mic.
My what?
Your mic.
My mic?
There you go.
I don't like my mic.
Well.
I hear myself talking back.
Mhm.
Yeah. Need a motion to accept the collections report. Ashley? Seconder? Ella? All in favor? Yee?
There's a second motion that can be done all together.
You have to do another motion? Oh, the receipt report,
And
okay.
further that.
And further that the report be, the collections report be approved. Ashley, Dave, Ella. Yeah, the order I gave them. I'll just leave the mic on, if I sneeze, you sneeze. New business, semi-annual strategic plan review.
All right, this is the second time this year that we've looked at it. I'm happy to answer any questions, or we can go over it. There were a couple points that I had highlighted just to talk a little bit more about. I gave everyone the highlighted version of the document as well, just to kind of show what was completed, what we've taken off for this strategic plan, what's an active project. I just want to, I guess, clarify anything that's not highlighted is either just an ongoing thing. We're always looking to engage new, diverse artists. So there's things like that I just didn't highlight because we're always doing that. But then there's some other things that I didn't highlight that are just we haven't started or we haven't done yet. So just for that clarification there. So a couple things I just wanted to highlight from our perspective. So under engagement on page 6, The second point under the short term, the enhanced communications to local schools through exhibit promotion packages and classroom outreach visits. That is currently being worked on by Brianna. She is working on those school projects, which is really great, and she's even putting together a package for the Soil Superheroes exhibit that's coming, because that exhibit is coming with a lot of educational resources. So she's putting something together that we can hand out to the schools. So that's, I just wanted to highlight that one. The other one on the same page under the long term is the continuing to develop YouTube series. Like I mentioned, between Jacinda and Dina, we have an extra behind the scenes video, and then we still have 2 behind the scenes videos from a previous co-op that just haven't been published yet. So we're kind of trying to work out this loose schedule of these behind the scenes kind of videos to go up on our YouTube channel, which is, I think, always very well received. And the other one I wanted to highlight was on page 8, the partnership under the short term, enhancing partnership with local elementary and secondary schools. It's an always ongoing one, but we are quite excited because we are in talks with Holy Cross to develop an exhibit with their class for next summer. I can't tell you much about it other than we're in the talks of developing it, but these type of partnerships that we are always looking for, but we're always happy when the schools have their idea, and we're happy to be able to facilitate that. So I just wanted to mention under that one. And then the last one I wanted to mention, just under collections on page 9, the development and relaunch of the behind the scenes tours. That one, I think we mentioned this before, but I wanted to reiterate, we should have switched that to go under long term, because we have to do the shelves first, which is under the long term. So once the shelves are all organized and everything, that one is definitely a big one on our radar that we're really looking forward to. But again, happy to go through any of the other points or clarify if there's anything anybody wants to kind of highlight or talk about. We have 1 more year of this strat plan. Next year we will be developing the new one. And I think the next time we talk about it, we can talk about stuff that we want to roll over. But if there's anything for the last kind of year push on this, happy to discuss.
Ashley?
I was just, not necessarily something to be discussed, but I was just going to point out, it looks like a lot of the long-term goals have been ticked off the list, which is awesome, and kind of unexpected. So I guess you mentioned the one that was kind of like the not backstage, but behind the scenes tours, kind of getting slotted to that long term. So I just wondered, with some of those long-term goals kind of getting checked off, if you're eyeing up any of the medium-term goals to move to long-term when we look at the next strat plan, or if things are still on track there.
I think for the most part, things are still on track. There's a couple of things that under the medium terms, especially under the engagement, I highlighted them in yellow for you guys. There's just some that I think will be affected by other municipal things, for example, the customer service review. So things like that that are kind of being figured out. I think that chunk in the medium term is just going to have to be put on hold until the municipal stuff gets kind of figured out, and then we'll feed off of that. I don't want to develop our own. So I think that that's the only one that I would really put on pause for like a long term. Yeah, a lot of the other stuff, like this is the thing, a lot of the other stuff we have in the short and the medium term are just constantly ongoing things that we aim to do. Just kind of doing a quick look through. I guess the other one that I would, we have to reevaluate even for the next strat plan is under the collection on page 9, might be the assessed and investigate new database management system. It's been something we've been talking about for a while, just because the cloud-based system of Past Perfect, just the security measures around that, but then also the software itself. That's something that we have been looking into, but there's no immediate plans. That one may get pushed to even a long term in the next one. Yeah.
That's great. No, it looks like there's been lots of progress, so that's awesome. Thank you.
That's what we hope for.
Any other questions? Motion to receive the report. Motion to receive the report for the 2025-46 semi-annual strategic plan review. That's a mouthful. Okay. Ashley and Dave, if you can wait the quarter way to put your hands up. Which brings us to Museum Strathroy-Caradoc Policy Manual 2547.
So these are all the policies you guys have seen before. What we've done is we've just consolidated them into one document. I will point out there's one change that I did make. It's to the gift shop policy, just based on the conversations we had at the last meeting. We did change the wording for the returns so that it was on page 43 of this big document, 2.6. Returns and refunds, we've now reduced to 15 days from the 30 because then that gets around the payment of the artists. So that's the only one that has changed from anything else you've seen, just again based off the conversations from the last meeting. So this way, just everything's all in one. We can still change individual policies or look at individual policies. This was just a way to be able to also get everything approved at once and have everything in one place just for the ease of policies. So happy to answer any questions about that or any concerns. So this will need approval as well.
I don't see that. Just shows that you need a second to read through it. They're looking for their questions.
No, I read through it. I'm just checking my notes to see what I flagged. There wasn't anything significant, but.
As soon as we say we're going to move on, you'll find your notes.
No, the one that I remember off the top of my head, and it's silly, but just that's what we're doing to review it, was when it just mentioned the grades for high school seniors, that it was like 11 to 13, and I just didn't know, is it still like grades 11 to 13, and I don't know, is there still grade 13? Is that still?
It's called that roundabout road. Where is it?
Page 49, just the secondary,
Victory
that
lap.
seniors are 11 to 13, and I wasn't sure if that's
There,
up to date or if it's just 12 or whatever.
the high school goes 11 to 12 in a victory lap.
Yeah, so I guess that's my question then.
Yeah, the
for
kids can come-
I understand,
That I started
just
showing
for
you.
the policy. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I can just make that correction. I wrote down the page number. I'll just, make the correction to 12 from that one. Thanks for the catch.
Yeah, I think that's all I had.
Okay, so we need a motion to accept to receive the report for review and approval. Ashley and Ella. All in favor? Motion carried. Sorry, it's been 4 years since I've done one of these.
That's why I'm here, to remind you.
Yep. It's 35 years before that, but it's been. That brings us to announcements and inquiries, and I was told that you have a report to talk about?
Go ahead.
Oh, she told me that you were gonna speak.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she was looking for where we stick it in there, and I said, well, we'll put it under announcements and inquiries by members.
What would you like to hear?
I don't know. Would you prepare?
I am, yeah. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm here to learn, so that's why I'm not speaking very much, because I prefer to learn with my ears open, not my mouth.
Great. Perfect.
Dave, anything?
No.
Ashley? after an exciting week, you've got nothing. Okay.
It's been wonderful. Zeros.
You're here, that's important. What we got under open discussion, we ask them again? I've already said everything. Next meeting, November 25th at 6:30? That's it? So that's what? So we need,
I will move to adjourn.
I will second to adjourn.
if you tell me that's changed, to you, so you have to have one motion, one person approve it. Anyways, all in favor? Great.
Actually, it's not debatable.